Welcome to Future Dragon Rocket, where this video is not sponsored by Mint Mobile. So this is going to be my review recap video of Andor Season 1, Episode 9. The episode is titled Nobody's Listening, and that is because the labor prison that Cassian Andor is imprisoned in is an imperial labor prison that no one's listening to. So everyone is trying to be quiet, maybe communicate via sign language, but Cassian Andor is trying to tell everybody, no one's listening. Let's plan our plot to get out of this prison. But the episode starts off right where last week ended, and that is on the planet Ferrix, and we have Miro interrogating Bix. And it's really brutal. I mean, it's really quick and you don't hear it, but she's basically interrogating her with the sounds of the last children of a species being exterminated. That sounds brutal. We don't hear it. All we kind of hear and see is Bix's reaction, but that just shows the brutality of the Empire. Mon Mothma is back in the Senate chambers on Coruscant giving a speech again. This time, the Senate chambers are not empty. This time, they're quite full probably, but they're quite full of hecklers. There's lots of people booing her, heckling her, disagreeing with her, taking the Emperor's side, the Empire's side, basically taking the side of, security and comfort over freedom. Melshi, who is a character in Rogue One with Cassian Andor. Melshi's in the prison talking a lot of shit. And something's up at the prison. The lights flash off. No one knows what's going on, but then they come to find out that everyone on level 2 was disposed of. Everyone on level 2 was killed. They're not really sure why, just because, really they were misbehaving. But, nobody's listening, so they're planning their plot to get out. I kind of assumed from the previous episode or two that maybe Vel, Cinta, Luthen, Bix, Cassian's stepmom, they were all going to try to plan a prison break to get Cassian Andor out of prison. But now I don't think that's going to happen. First of all, they don't know where he went after he left Ferrix. He didn't know that he ended up in Space Florida, Space Miami. So once they figure out that's where he went to, then they have to figure out that he got arrested and that he was shipped off to some other planet as well. So I don't think any of those characters are really going to find him. I think him and his fellow prisoners are going to bust out, to be honest. I mean, it seems like a real Alcatraz, an unescapable prison, considering it's possibly all underwater. I mean, you saw the kind of intro to them flying into the prison, but it's really just the top, who knows, like 3-4 floors are above water. So, and I don't even know if there's a ship to escape out of once they get above the water, above the surface water of the labor prison. So we'll see. 3 more episodes to go, and that's more than enough time. That's basically a 3-hour movie to either escape from prison with your inmates or have your friends break you out of prison. Mon Mothma gets a message from her driver that her cousin's there to see her, and we find out that her cousin is Vel, actually, and they do a little talking. Vel is basically asking Mon Mothma what she needs her to do, and Mon Mothma is just telling her to act normal for now. Just act like a spoiled rich brat for now. We got nothing planned. I'm already 400,000 credits in the hole trying to figure out how to cover that up. Karn, again in this episode, has a boring conversation with his mother, has a boring conversation with Miro. The whole Karn storyline, it's the slowest, most dragged on part of the whole series. That's probably the worst part of this awesome show. But if you know the history of the character Mon Mothma, we saw her in the original trilogy. We've seen her in Rebels. She eventually has to go on the run as a senator. She gives a speech, an anti-Palpatine speech. She goes on the run. She joins the Rebel Alliance, and we've never seen any of her family before in the past. So one of my biggest questions for the last 3 episodes of Andor this season, or maybe even to the future seasons, because it's supposed to go 4 seasons total, is what's going to happen to her husband, what's going to happen to her daughter, what's going to happen to her friends, her business partners. Will her husband and daughter survive season 1? If they do, will they survive season 2, 3, 4 until she's no longer a part of the Galactic Senate? She's now part of the Rebel Alliance. What's going to happen to them? And when is something going to bad happen to them? Are they going to take her side? Are they going to take the side of the Empire? Are the rebels going to take them out? Who knows? There's so many different scenarios that could happen to Mon Mothma's family. So 3 more episodes to go. I believe it finishes the day before Thanksgiving. So the season 1 finale should be the day before Thanksgiving here in the States. And stay tuned. It's probably going to be a lot more action coming in the final 3 episodes of season 1. 12 total episodes. The last 2, 3 episodes haven't had too much action, but that's just setting up the final storyline for season 1. So I think this is top tier, peak Star Wars, the best since Rogue One in 2016. Definitely the best show that I've seen on Disney Plus as far as Star Wars or Marvel or anything else. So hats off to everyone at Star Wars, Lucasfilm, and Disney that this is the best show, really, best Star Wars project and best show since the pandemic. Thanks so much for watching Future Dragon Rocket. Subscribe down below, share on social media. See you next time.